myself in trouble again. But the one thing that I can say is she never lied to me, ever. Even when sometimes I was hoping she would. You parents understand about that, right? I'm going to ask you this question, and I want you to tell me the truth, sort of. One time she tried, and then she came back later in the day and said, "I'm sorry, I can't leave it that way. I have to tell you the truth." And she did. She entered our school with grades that were marginal. She graduates today, Salutatorian, member of the National Honor Society, and also winner of the Lee Carter Academic Achievement Award. That award is named for the first ever English teacher at the Alexander School, who, when award was to be named for her, insisted that it go only to students who show outstanding academic improvement during their time here at the school. So it is my pleasure, honor, and with mixed feelings, Cassidy, that I give you your award as Salutatorian, Lee Carter Achievement, and your high school diploma, well earned. Can I have a hug? Yeah. I'll give you all this when you're done talking.
Okay. My high school experience was anything but ordinary, to say the least. I started out in a high-end public school. The education is one of the best in the country, but the social environment was overwhelmingly competitive. Who has the most expensive wardrobe? Who's best at sports? I never really cared much for either. I wore Target brand clothes, and the only sport I participated in was PE. I didn't really fit in anywhere, and I was always bouncing around from clique to clique. I was almost always in trouble for something until the vice principal finally advised me to look for another school to attend. I wasn't very upset about it. I started my freshman year in an all-girls boarding school. It was better than the school before, but everyone seemed to not take too kindly to the new kids. After I was released, I was put into private school in McKinney, 45 minutes away from where I live. My sweet mom would drive me back and forth every day until the end of my freshman year. Maybe we could find something a bit closer, she said. I started my sophomore year at the Alexander School as a C student, occasionally a B or two. I spent all my time feeling like I didn't know who I was or where I fit into the world. I started making friends here, and I realized that everyone, including the teachers, is just like me, not normal. I started to indulge myself in art. I had never really cared much for hobbies. I wasn't really sure what I was good at, nor did I really care. The more I practiced, the better I got at it. People started asking me for me to do portraits, which gave me a sense of well-being. It helped my self-esteem. I had gotten in trouble a few times at Alexander, but I started realizing that honesty really is the best policy. Even if you mess up, being honest about it could really help you out. I began to realize that although I've made mistakes in the past, there is no one stopping me from personal growth but myself. I stopped trying to take the easy way out and blaming other people and began taking responsibility for my actions. I have never had a better relationship with my parents. We go to concerts and watch movies together, and we always have a great time. We can talk about things that most kids would never think about telling their parents. They have always been there for me, and they never gave up on me when I was going through my troubled phase. They always listen with an open mind, but they never refrain from telling me their opinions. No, sometimes they're kind of harsh, but having a good relationship with them has been crucial in helping me both as a person and as well as in school. I learned to embrace my weirdness, and I began to understand that I don't need to change who I am in order to get along with my peers. I learned that if you have a negative aura about you, people feel your negative energy. It's contagious. Once I started to understand myself, I began doing better in school. I would keep myself busy with little projects. For example, I helped a baby squirrel overcome his injuries after a long fall from a tall tree. His name was Butters. Almost immediately after I let him back into the wild, I took in a stray cat, Kieran, that I still care for. Keeping yourself busy with healthy projects is a good way to stay positive and keep motivated. I'm now an A student, and I actually care about my grades. I never would have thought that not only would I be graduating a year early, but a salutatorian. I'm so happy to have gone to Alexander School as part of the Alexander family.